Hello people from the popular internet web page known as YouTube. Welcome to Southern Squared Gaming. Today we're playing an old retro style game. This is Chocolatier. I believe this came out mid 2000s. There were three games. There's Chocolatier 1, which is this game. There is Chocolatier 2 and there is Chocolatier 3, which I believe is Decadence by Design, but I could be wrong on that. It has been extremely difficult to find a copy of this game. I have so far managed to get a copy of all three games, but I have had so many problems getting them to work. It really has driven me absolutely crazy. Oh, there you are. Look, at the bottom of the screen there, it clearly shows it was made in 2007. I am blind. What did you know? The game is essentially what it says. You are a chocolate maker. I'm not going to go too far into it. The game will explain everything in its own right. I have played this game before. I played it many years ago now, when I was a lot younger, before Call of Duty was big and, you know, that kind of thing. As I mentioned, the game is old. It does have a lot of bugs. I'm actually running this on a Windows 10 machine, and I've had to put it into compatibility mode with Windows Vista. So the game doesn't run very well at all. As you can see, there are problems with the display and the cursor freezing, and there are all sorts of problems, but the game itself I'm hoping will run pretty smoothly to a degree. So let's go into it. As you can see there, that's a big problem there. Let's hope that doesn't happen too much. So we are Greetings, Southern Squared Gaming. I am so glad you are here to restore honour to the recipes of my family. You have a noble but challenging task ahead of you. Shall I help you get started? Yes, please. It's been a long time since I played this. Making fine chocolate, the elixir of the gods, is a delicate art. You'll be making chocolate in no time, but first we need to cover some basics. Take a look at your cash balance on the left below. Nothing. Not good. I'm going to give you one case of chocolates to sell to Walinda McMurtry at San Francisco Chocolates. By the way, while on the quest, your to-dos will appear in the messages window below, which is this area here. I would like to point out as well, obviously, it shows here I'm an apprentice. It's January the 1st, 1880. So this game was made in 2007, and it is obviously set quite a few years ago. So let's go to San Francisco Chocolates. Okay. Thank you so much, blah blah blah. So we got one crate of chocolates. We got 1,295 bucks. Right. Cliff Chalet. Did you notice the dramatic increase in your net worth? So what shall we do with all that money burning a hole in your virtual pocket? So that's a nice touch. The game doesn't try to be something it's not. It knows it's a game. That is nice. Use it to make chocolate. Well, of course. There are three keys to making chocolates around here: recipes, ingredients, and making chocolates. Recipes. Your recipe determines what confections your factories can produce. Go meet Jeremiah Pepper at Barbary Coast Saloon. Tell him I sent you for your first recipe. That one. Okay, I'm not going to bother reading all of the dialogue because there is a lot of it, and it does take an extreme amount of time to go through it. If you want to read any of these, you are more than welcome to pause the video at any time just to read them. I find it a little bit of a waste of time personally. So, basic chocolate bars, make chocolates. Now this is good. This is a mini game in a game. I quite like these because it's a very nice little touch. Essentially, these are the pallets. You've got to put the ingredients into the pallets. So, if you want one sugar and one cocoa bean, then obviously you are making one of each and each. It's a very simple task. This game was originally intended for children, but it is an extremely fun game, and I do remember quite fondly having a lot of fun with it when I was a child. says a lot about my childhood, doesn't it, really? As you can see, the machines do get faster the better you are at this. If you miss an ingredient, it will essentially slow the machines down. Just the gravy amount changes each time you miss. So you can go from this fast to, there we are, I wasted one. So you wasted an ingredient. Make sure you're firing the needed recipe ingredient at the tray. Use the green recipe template on the right as your guide, so this one here. If you waste 8 ingredients, I'll be forced to halt production. Okie dokie. So let's get the rest of the done. There we go. So as long as you keep the ingredients in your inventory, the factory will continue producing the amount of chocolates we've done. So we've done 47 cases. So these will continue cranking out 47 cases as long as we have the ingredients to hand. Now we need to head back to Evangeline. Excellent. You made your first chocolates. Let's have a look at your inventory. Here they are. See the case of chocolates just made as well as whatever ingredients you have left. Blah 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 blah. So we need to go to Meridia. And to, I don't know, Mercado Mexicano, that one there. So we need to buy 100 sacks of cocoa beans. So they will send them directly over to my factory. Obviously, as you see, the money there disappears quite quickly. How much did that cost us? So 100 obviously cost us 1,000. So let's buy another 50 to be on the safe side, and we'll buy 50 of those. We should be able to travel back to San Francisco. Okie dokie then. I do apologise for the way this video is presented. I'm not entirely sure how this is going to look on the video. It doesn't give me an option to change the resolution. I'm playing this on a 1920 1440 monitor. No, it's not. It's a 2560 by 1440 monitor. My apologies. But obviously, the game being that old, I cannot edit the resolution to accommodate that. I believe it's in 1280 by 760. I think. I'm not 100% sure. It doesn't actually tell me that. So we need to see Fernandez at the Plaza Mayor. Oh, in Meridia. Oh, we left by accident. Oops. Plaza de Mayor. I guess it's that, yeah. So he came across the recipe. Okay, so now we've got a dark chocolate recipe. We need to head back to San Francisco. So as you can see, factory production is stalled. If we look here, it will tell us why we're out of sugar. So we need to go here, and we need to sell all of our chocolates again to be able to purchase more sugar. This time we'll buy 1,000. It does cost a lot, but I think it's worth it. So we need to see Evangeline again. Excellent. Now we have a new recipe. So we need to change the recipe to dark chocolate bars. It is worth mentioning that if you do change it back at any point, it does remember how many you last created, which is a nice feature. So I will probably be quiet while I try and concentrate, because this does get a little more complicated. This is going to be an interesting one. You will have the occasion as well where you end up with more ingredients you have on you. Essentially all these are full and you've got nowhere to put it. I really hope I don't mess this up. This is going to be rather frustrating if I do. Oh, I did that the wrong way around. Okay, and that's us done. So obviously we managed to make 47 cases of the 34 this time. But that's fine, so we have to Bring them to Evangeline. So she's quite happy with them now. It shows us the operation of our facility. We're going to give New York call an old salty dark. New World Spirits, one of the world's biggest sweet tooths, and will pay handsomely for quality dark chocolate bars. So New York we go. New World Spirits. That's that one. Okie dokie then. Dark chocolate bars from San Francisco. I haven't had chocolates this good since Evangeline was making them herself. I'll take 8 cases off your hands. Here is $2,000, and please do me a favour, tell Evangeline that I say hats off. So now we have to travel back to San Francisco and pass on the message. Okay, most of these recipes I'm afraid have been scattered across the globe, the result of my younger sister Rowena's mismanagement of Baumeister Confections. If you can build a new empire with our recipes, I'll be more than pleased. Here's a bit of money to get you going, and you are now a novice. Work your way up the ranks by collecting our scattered recipes and growing your business. Travel the world, people you encounter may offer quests for you to complete. I too may have some things for you to do now and again. Finally, let's work on a name and sign for your company. Yep. An eye-catching logo will attract customers and make their mouths water. For some reason, I don't know if I can... No, I can't select any of these, so it makes absolutely no difference to what I do at all. Excellent, yes, a nice black logo, that's exactly what I wanted. So this opens up quite a few different ports. We've got Quito, Rio de Janeiro and Trinidad. We currently have $6,500, but we're at a cocoa bean, so our first port of call, I think it's Quito is where the cheaper. It's been a really, really long time since I've played this game, several years. Greetings, Southern Maid. I am Southern Square Gaming. Oh my god, even I'm messing it up. I'm engaged to Evangeline's brother Dieter. We own a shop in Istanbul and I travel the globe sourcing chocolates for our shop. If I were to hand you the recipe for chocolate bars with cashews, would you be willing to make 18 cases for us? If you agree, I will look for you in 6 weeks to claim the chocolates. Not just yet. We're not particularly at the market, but it sure is nice to sell ingredients to someone who knows how to turn them into something delicious. $26? We last bought them for $10. Let's, I can give you a break. $17. You know what? I've already travelled here. Why not? We can't afford 500. Can we afford 300? Yes, we can. Yes. Okie dokie. Sell all. We now have a lot more money. Yay! I like money. Money's so nice. Looks after me. Okay, so we've got enough ingredients for 8 full weeks. So let's see if we can change that a little. No, I've already said no. Leave me alone. I'm trying to get free chocolates out of me. Right, so $165. There we go. That gets us a nice hefty sum there of 17,000. It is cocoa beans we're going to run out of first, so let's go check out Trinidad. See what interesting things we have there. Okay, $21. Can we, Your good seems rather spendy to me today. I'm interested in making a sale here. I guess I can do something. $14. Lovely. Oops. Oh yeah, we'll buy 550 of those. Lovely. Do we want to start buying cashews? No. Let's buy another 300. So I find it's cocoa beans we're going to run out of before we run out of sugar. Realistically, we use more cocoa beans than we do sugar. Oops. There we go. And we're going to travel back to San Francisco. That will give us 3 weeks more worth of chocolates. No, leave me alone. God, she will not give up. She really wants those chocolate bars with cashews, doesn't she? Let's go to Rio de Janeiro. Apparently, I'm sure I've just been there, haven't I? Apparently Oh no, we haven't. Oh my god. This is an old Baumeister Confections factory. I will be willing to sell it to you for 29,750. Come back and whenever you're willing to purchase it. Most of the major cities have factories available, so we now know how much the one at Rio de Janeiro is. There's one at New York. I do believe that there are 6 for this game. You can eventually get all 6 factories running, and the factories are capable of making standard chocolate bars, truffles, pralines, various bits and bobs such as that. Okay, well he's just told us to go to Evangeline. Oops. That one. Oh, I'm not selling. Oh, God no, you can have 10. Hopefully that will give us enough money to travel back. Yes. Yes, we're going to go to Evangeline Baumeister right now in San Francisco and see what she has to do. Alright, Southern Square Gaming, if you make your way to Trinidad, be sure to visit my brother Felix Baumeister. He may just have some of our old family's recipes in his possession. So, Trinidad. I can't afford it. What a surprise. So, these are now 135, so essentially you can flood the market. So, if you stick with one recipe for a prolonged period of time, the cost will eventually go down, which can be a huge problem if you have, for example, 398 bars of chocolate to sell, like that. So we need to go to Trinidad now. We can buy some more cocoa beans while we're there as well, because I've just realised we've not got any of those left. I don't want that one, I want the market. $18. 90,000, oh my god. We could buy another crate of 1,000. Okie dokie, so we now have enough ingredients for 34 full weeks. We have to visit Felix Baumeister. Now you get missions essentially where they are anywhere, but mostly if you click somewhere he just happens to be there. Welcome my friend. I tried to stay out of things between Evangeline and Rowena. I do have our recipe for chocolate bars with Trinidad lemons. You can find Trinidad lemons here at the Carolina Market. I tell you what, I'll give you the recipe if you promise to bring me your first 12 craters of chocolate bars with Trinidad lemons. And for some reason, the game has crashed. Oh god. Well, that's Chocolatier number 1. Join me next time when I attempt to play Chocolatier number 2, if I ever get it working. Thank you very much and goodbye.